back. Sorry. I was away. I had twins, and yeah, twins. Anyway, it's out. It's finally out. I'm so excited to unbox this box because it's been 2 days since I unboxed the other box that is recording this video. So this is the new X-Pro3, and it's been a long time coming. The X-Pro wasn't the camera that got me into Fuji, to be honest. It was the X-T1 a good few years ago, probably. Well, when did the X-T1 come out? It was a long time ago. 2014? 2013? I can't recall. But anyway, I definitely remember having it a long time ago because I took it on honeymoon. Anyway, it's a side story. Whenever I finally switched to an X-Pro2, there was no turning back. And in fact, if any of you have saw my previous videos, they were in relation to the XH1. And that was the first time I moved away from the X-Pro since I got it. But I didn't take too long before I went back to the X-Pro2. I eventually sold the XH1 back and bought my X-Pro2 and my X100 again. So there you go. But times have changed and the X-Pro3 is out and I am so excited. And let's just get on with it, will we? So this is an unboxing video where I'm going to take it out of its box. It's very exciting. So what's inside the box? Have a guess. Have a guess. Correct. Stuff. Papers. What's this? What is this? What is this? What is this? It is... who cares what this is? It's a plastic Capture One Fujifilm. Have you ever tried Capture One? I've tried Capture One. It's not bad actually. But it's if you're deep into the Lightroom kind of way of working, it's kind of hard to change your brain. But I'm determined to give it a proper go whenever I'm less busy. You get a nice cloth. This is nice. This is really nice. This looks like something you could do the inside of your car with. Look at the size of it. That's lovely. That's actually lovely. That is really nice. That's really nice. That's quite big, isn't it? It's quite big for a camera cloth. Lens polisher, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that's very nice. Cloth. What's this? Register your camera. Okay. So that's all that's in there. That's all that's in there. Open up this. What do you have then? Have a guess. Have a guess. Have a guess. Correct. Camera. Do camera first? Last. Okay, what else? Okay, this next part was a shock to me whenever I opened up that camera, the camera that is recording this. This was a shock. Here's a reenactment of what I did, right? Actually, this is a reenactment of what I did yesterday whenever I went looking for the charger in the first box. Let's get that charger. Let's get that charger. Where's the charger? Where's the charger? Where's the... What? There's no charger? Computer. I'm on computer now. Google. X-Pro3, no charger in box. Is there an X-Pro3 charger in box? That's the way I type it, because all the keys go over here. Anyway, couldn't find the result. Opened up this box to give away the kind of the myth as if this was the first time. No charger in this box either. Turns out, doesn't come with a charger. Instead, it comes with this a USB Type-C cable, which maybe is cool. I don't know. I like a charger. I bought a charger. I ended up going and buying a charger last night whenever I realized it didn't come with a charger. I like being able to take the battery out, put it into a charger. Is that still recording? I'm hearing it making weird noises. I'm going to have just faith that it's recording. How long has this video been so far? It should be recording. But I like to be able to take the battery out, put it in a charger, carry on using the camera. Now you've got to charge the battery off the camera. Ugh, not a fan. Anyway, USB-C cable. I guess it can be handy. Maybe if you're keep a USB-C cable in your car and you can, as you're between things, you can plug your camera into your cable in the car, and I don't know. I don't know. Little triangly things to hook onto the edge of the camera to attach your strap to, and one of those little plastic yokes to kind of help you put them in. Let me see, I'll show you what I'm on about. I'll put them here and then I'll show you what I'm on about. Let's just get to it, will we? Let's just get to it. Oh my gosh. The battery. Same battery as all the other kind of cameras, the X100s and the XTs and the X-Pros and all that jazz. There it is. There it is. There is the screen. What do you think? What do you think of that? What do you think of that? It's so interesting, isn't it? It's so interesting. Anyway, let's stick a battery in. And we'll be turning it on together. Right, you hit the button. You hit it first. Nice. Now. Oh, is it on? Oh, it is on. Okay, of course. There's no screen in the back. This is if you're an X-Pro, if you're coming from the X-Pro range or any kind of camera where you think I don't really look at the screen. I don't look at the screen. Well, I'll tell you what. You soon realize how often you look at a screen whenever you first pick up the X-Pro3, because I went to do a hands-on day where I got to just kind of there was a Fuji representative in a camera store in Dublin, and Birmingham Cameras, check them out, and I went up to kind of try it out, and I wanted to make sure first of all that I was going to be able to kind of get used to the camera without the D-pad, because I kind of have a feeling that I rely on the D-pad quite a lot. What would have been the 4 buttons here with the center OK button. And it's funny because throughout that entire hour or so of playing around with the camera, I realized, I've got to do this. But anyway, what I've noticed from having this X-Pro3 for a day now is that you don't look at the screen as much when you're actually just using the camera. It's only whenever you're setting it up and trying it out, because you want to delve into menus and that kind of thing. Anyway, here's the menus. So we'll press OK for English. Do you want to pair it with smartphone? Not right now. Press back. Are you sure? Hold on. No, don't bother showing pairing the registration. No, back. Okay, date and time. Let's just do the date. It is what is it? 31st? 30 days has September, April, June and November. It's the 30th. The 11th, 2019, and the time is 12:33 p.m. 12:33 p.m. Okay, we're good to go. Insert a memory card. Will we get a memory card? Okay. Let's get a memory card. Let's get a memory card. Let's get a memory card. Memory card. Memory card. How are we doing for time? Oh, This it feels like I'm waffling already. I've only got 3 minutes left. Memory card, dual slots, obviously. And there we go. So let's. I don't know if you can see this. Let me come over here behind and see if you can see this. There's the little. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? It actually shows up nicer. Oh, maybe I should talk into the mic. It actually shows up nicer in daylight. When you go indoors, it's actually quite hard to see because it's not backlit. But of course, we need a lens on. Let's get a lens. This is the 23 f2. Let's flippity down it and turn it on. And let's try and take a picture. Let's try and take a picture together. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's nice side. Oh, that's nice. Now, I've never used this camera yet, so I haven't set it up or anything. But let's do a bit of continuous AF. This is continuous AF, filming continuous AF. How mad is that? Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, look, you can see it here. Not bad. You can tell me in the comments below if you how you feel this is doing its thing. On that X-Pro3, it's filming in Eterna. It's also filming in the lens on there is the 2.8 lens, which can be a wee bit rattly, but I'm using an external mic, so hopefully it's not really picking that up. But I can hear it going. There it is. There it is. Anyway, I mean, what else can I say? It's beautiful. It's amazing. So here's what I'm going to say. Oh, there's those things. They go on here, as you know. Anyway, here's what I'm going to say. I want to do a proper, full, in-depth review of this camera, maybe after about 2 weeks worth of use. I'm going to use it loads for personal work, like loads for personal work. And what I'd also like to do is I want to shoot at least one wedding with it. So I've got a wedding in mid-December. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to use it thoroughly, shoot a wedding, and come back to you with a proper in-depth review. I hope this is still recording. How are we doing? Oh, I've got 30 seconds. Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. I would like to use the camera thoroughly for around 2 weeks, take loads of personal stuff, absolutely loads of personal stuff, and go and shoot a wedding with it, and then come back and have loads of demo shots, shots from the wedding, personal life shots, all that kind of jazz. And but in the meantime, what might be a good idea is if in the comments you write down things that you'd like me to show or maybe demonstrate. If you have any questions about the camera, just stick them below in the comments and I will happily come back and answer them all. And I'll try to even come back and answer them all before I even record the next video. So that way then, you get your answers sooner rather than having to wait for too long. So how about that as a little way to kick things off? What I will say is, and I'll maybe show a few videos at the end of, or a few images at the end of this video. One thing that I really, really, really had my fingers crossed for this camera, and it seems to have delivered, is that the new simulation, the new classic negative simulation. I really, really wanted that to almost replace my need to edit images. Almost. I mean, sometimes you have to just tweak them here and there, change, exposures and shadows and all that kind of jazz, and crop and straighten in and everything. But from a preset point of view or any of that kind of jazz, and I wanted to be able to remove that kind of need. So what I did quite a bit yesterday was I set the camera to classic neg, took a rake of JPEGs in and around the house of the kids, that kind of thing. And what I did then was kind of, I've got to say, I wasn't crazy about classic negative right out of the box. It's quite desaturated and contrasty. So it wasn't really for me right out of the box. But after a few little tweaks in the menu, which I'll happily share, I think it's quite nice. I've just changed a few little things. So I've increased the saturation of the colors. I've modified the tone curve a little bit regarding the shadows and the highlights, because there's a lovely tone curve option, even though it's kind of just they've just made what used to be the highlight and the shadows options into a nice kind of little diagram. So they've modified that, which is quite nice. Modified the grain, and also played around with the chrome effects and the chrome effects blue, just changed those slightly. And I think I've ended up with something that's quite nice, actually. It's quite similar to the way I would normally edit my personal work. Wedding work is a little bit more tricky because you have to think about maybe the taste of a bride and long-term style, if you know what I mean. You don't want to go too crazy with maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. Probably I'm wrong. Anyway, I'll share a few images that I took yesterday at the very end of this, and I'll put in their little what do you call it? Settings. I'll put in the settings, and then you can have a look and see what you think. And as I say, if you've got questions or comments, also on the recording of this video, how you think it looked. As I say, it's filming on Eterna. I might, depending on how flat it looks, I might kind of maybe give it a wee bit of a boost in post. But I'm just gonna see how it looks, and if it looks good, I'll just fire it up online, and there we go. That's online and stuff. Just up there. Okie dokie, I think that's it. Camera, fiddly bits, thingy jigger, cable. That didn't come with it, did it? Oh, it did. That was the lens cap thing. And nice cloth, which reminds me, just give it a wee clean. Nice. It is a beautiful camera, there's no doubt about it. The Fuji X-Pro3. What about that? What about that? It's nice. Grip. Nice grip, nice thumb action there. Nice thumb action. I like it. Oh, and EVF. EVF. Pretty good with glasses. Has to be said. Pretty good with glasses. Definitely bigger. Way smoother. Well, maybe not way smoother, but it's 100 frames per second. Or you can go in and boost it, and it's 200 frames per second. Or I think you set the priority to smoothness rather than brightness or something. And it is smooth. Very smooth. That's for another video. This is about the taken out of the box, hence the term unboxing. I think I've shown too much already, and I think I've waffled on for way too long. Over and out, and it's nice to see you all again, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, tracking. Goodbye, tracking. How's that tracking? Is that following my face? Okay, goodbye. I'm waffling. Bye. Bye. Let me start that again. That was really embarrassing. Okay.